Yeah! We're
We'll do
recording.
it live.
We are recording.
Okay. When last we left off, you had
Think of it up.
successfully repelled the invasion of Triboar, helped put out some of the fires left behind, tried to get some lodging for the night, but the woman that ran the inn was batshit crazy.
It is effing cold.
Well, she made good food.
But she did make some good food. That was
It was delicious.
It was delicious. You know, had you guys played last week when I was gonna run the one off, I was gonna incorporate that whole situation.
You're gonna do what?
I was gonna incorporate that whole situation, and she was gonna be a hag in the woods.
Justified.
So yeah, you were like, to hell with this, and ran away. And
Oh yeah, 'cause she was some creepy shit going on there.
ran into the authorities, who you explained the situation to.
Ratted her out. God, we're so
And,
bad.
and did have her locked up. You did some more investigating and sleuthing around the town and found a couple people that you were supposed to find actually when you came to Triboar. And you ended up talking to them. They rewarded you with a bag of tricks, I think.
Yes, it was awesome. I'm so excited.
And yeah, you are currently trying to deduce what the giants were looking for. The townsfolk are not very helpful.
Of course not.
Just that it is a relic from an ancient time, and that is pretty much where we left off.
Guys, I am pretty sure it's an ancient dildo of immense power.
Okay.
Oh.
Let's go search for that dildo.
It's a ye old vibrator.
What is it called? No, but there's a name for that. Like in the stone statue things that are.
I have
part of
no
a
idea.
It's like the Yanni or something. Seriously.
That's the old one.
I'm gonna look it up.
Educate us, Marcella. Educate us.
About.
Sorry, I'm gonna Wikipedia you in a second. I'm gonna find it for you. But basically, it's part of like ancient mythology, especially Hinduism.
Oh.
It's a fertility symbol.
Ah.
Kind of.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Alright, so we helped them put out the fires. We the last thing we did was talk to them and get the bag of tricks, right? Pretty sure. I haven't watched the episode from last time we played, but I think that's accurate. And did they give us anything to do?
We could go on that errand for them, delivering those saddles. We also were told to go fight the highway bandit.
Yes, you did get some information about what some people around town needed help with, like the transport of the saddles, and a bandit named the Weevil.
Didn't I say we could keep the wagon too?
Yes, you could.
Nice.
If that was part of the deal.
All right, I like this.
Did you deliver the 2 letters we have had?
Yeah,
we did.
Yeah, that's the people now giving us the job for the saddles or something like that.
All right. So, what would you guys like to do?
Things and stuff.
We have to go talk to more people because Chris is withholding XP until we do.
Okay, so let's go and talk to. Let's just go look in every single house and talk to random people.
Did you talk?
Works for me.
Ugala.
Ugala Menimer,
Yeah.
the black lady.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Ulthiver?
Let me see. Where the hell are they on the map? All right.
Uh,
Look here.
Auto, auto
I mean, we don't know their names, but I know their names.
Some people. We're gonna go get some people.
I think we should go sift through the ashes of that outhouse and get that porn back.
No.
Oh,
Let it go.
Let it go.
and I don't know. The dwarf I threw out of his house.
So
He ran away.
yeah. So we'll say that yeah, you do begin kind of casing the town, kind of almost like in like a clockwise pattern, going through and making sure everyone's okay, and kind of all that jazz.
How many houses are empty?
A good portion of them.
Guys, I am not a good person.
They are all kind of gathered, kind of like in the time of need that the town comes together type situation.
Yeah.
So they're all really kind of out and about right now, trying to help people out and
Well,
make sure
not
everything's
empty,
cool.
not empty in that sense. How many look like the people abandoned them?
Oh no, they are all lived in. There is no
Like how many look like people that grabbed their things and ran down the road?
that you really can't tell.
God damn it.
You do see like food still on the table, and
Is it edible food?
to help. There's nothing, a trail of like spoons and forks leading out of town.
Damn it! What about breadcrumbs?
With the exception of the dwarf that you ran into on the way in and told him to run. He was the only one that you actually saw leaving the town.
What about the family?
What's that, Tanya?
What about the family of the building that was burned down by the flame things?
They are going to need a place to stay for the evening and coming weeks while they try and figure out some sort of lodging.
So they are back. They didn't stay away.
No, they're back. After the Giants bolted, and they thought it was safe when they started to see kind of smoke and steam kind of rise up from the fires. They knew that the people were out and about trying to get shit done, so they made their way back to town.
Okay.
They were probably hiding out in like one of the fields or something, because if you look, I mean, this is obviously not to scale. There's a lot of wide open space.
okay.
So, as you are making your way, offering assistance to those, you do find yourselves. I'm going to put it on the map. At T10 and a maps and tokens. All right, you find and run into a retired adventurer who bought this establishment. It is an inn. And with her, treasures and whatnot that she had collected, managed to buy this place, get it up and running, and running a pretty respectable inn.
It's an inn?
Yes, it is.
It's not the one that caught on fire, right?
No.
No.
Why the
That was the
fuck did we
pleasing
stay there?
There is some smoke damage and whatnot, but no fire.
I thought we couldn't stay there because it was damaged.
No, that's T21.
And that was
Why
like burnt to
didn't
shit.
why didn't that old fucker tell us about that place?
Because he probably doesn't know any better.
Yeah, probably.
You guys are not very intelligent commoners, so come on.
Oh, that's classist.
Yeah. Can't believe you said that.
That's like saying Philip doesn't know anything because he's Danish.
Yeah, we're all middle class over here. I know about the class system. I have had history.
Oh,
Pitch. Education system, yeah. Well.
Just keep rubbing that in our face, Bill.
all fodder for us coming to live with you.
And your free health care.
Yeah. Well, I'll knock on the door then.
It's an inn, we can just walk in.
Okay.
Yeah, it's open to the public, right?
Just trying to
Yes.
be. Well,
Well, we try the door, it's probably locked.
Yes, yeah, it is. It is unlocked. You see this probably middle-aged, I imagine, woman tending a fire to get it lit and starting to prep
We should
the
put
making
that fire up,
some
guys.
sort of.
Wouldn't want that fire to spread. Does she have the fire lit when we walk in? Because if she doesn't,
Yes, she is.
I was gonna light it.
Yeah, she is just now
Very capable.
past the kindling stage and is now adding a log to the fire and placing a cooking spit over it with a hanging copper kettle.
Okay.
She does hear your footfalls as you approach, and says, "Welcome to the North Shield House. I take it you are the group of adventurers that helped to save the town."
Uh-huh.
I don't
Yeah.
know so much about saved. Did we actually like save anything?
We totally saved the town.
Yeah, way more
More or
buildings
less
would have
we
been burning.
did.
Way more buildings would have been burning.
no,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the whole town would be aflamed if we
Yeah,
weren't
those
here.
little fire things were like worse than I
Yeah.
am.
yeah.
I mean, you haven't actually been that bad, let's be honest.
But yes, that
Well, I
that
mean-
is.
Sure. You don't know that.
Well, I mean, I know how you've been
Not while you're sleeping.
since. Okay, not while I'm sleeping, but since no fires appeared
That you know of.
Well,
that couldn't be put out without help.
I'll push Fisher forward, like. And you can handle this.
Okay.
Ragnar knows who our strongest speaker is.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, well. Good morning. Yes, we are indeed those adventurers. I say with a smile and a wink.
Okay.
Wink. Is she
Smile
hot?
and a wink. Yeah, is
Yeah,
she
I get the
attractive?
vapors.
We're interested in these fine details.
Fisher just sees, the beauty of her brain.
Bullshit.
Nice. Nice save.
Wow.
Hey, come on.
Fisher staring at her chest. Just admit it.
Totally not. I disagree wholeheartedly.
Fisher's the right type for that.
Fisher is quite short, so probably is.
Yeah, well, that's why I always have like a crick in my neck from like looking up into people's eyes
Mhm.
meaningfully.
Mm-hmm.
Meaningfully,
Your
right.
neck to look around their chest?
I mean, admit
So,
you still have to
my-
look up at tall people's chest.
Ignore these rather uncouth people. They don't get out much. My name is
That's
Fisher
true.
Bloom. Pleased to meet you.
Hello, Fisher. It's nice to meet such a polite young man. Such a rarity these days.
Young lady. I mean,
It's yet to be determined.
What? Your gender's yet to be determined?
She's not even sure.
non-binary.
And I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
My name is Ugala.
Urgala, that's lovely. Are you from this town?
Oh no, I'm from way, way east of here.
Oh, how did you end up here?
Well, I spent many years as an adventurer such as yourself,
Really?
and starting to get a little cricks in the joints now, and it was time to settle down. And I happened to be in this town at the time, and seemed as good a place to any. And I put my roots down here and managed to acquire this.
So you grew into a tree.
And have been giving lodging to adventurers such as yourself ever since.
So one adventurer to another, is there any advice you could give or anything we should know about these parts? We're pretty new here. We came over from Triboar.
You're in Triboar right now.
I'm sorry. We came over from Fandelver.
Neverwinter.
Neverwinter is where we
Fendelin.
started.
Oh.
Or somewhere else. We don't have any maps. It's part of our weaknesses.
To the west.
So,
No, just your standard hunting party of orcs. You know, occasionally try and raid the village. But
Not the people, just the village.
I would kill to go after larger quarries such as those giants. As one adventurer to another, I would try and get some sort of weapon that would aid you in such undertakings. Back when I was a young woman,
What we have Ragnar for.
I adventured with a wealthy knight named Harthos, who carried with him a giant slaying weapon.
And where is he now? And is this weapon available?
Last I spoke with Harthos, he was living in Zymorven Hall. His ancestral keep was on the Ralvin Road, northwest of Silvery Moon. He was in possession of it when we parted company all those years ago. I imagine he still has it, and for the glory of adventuring, he might be willing to part with it if he still has it. To
So,
kind of
you wouldn't
further-
happen to have a map, would you?
I can draw a crude map. I don't know.
Like an actual map, not what this other guy drew, which is a line pointing north on a piece of paper.
No, I can give you some points of reference. Probably not so much to scale, but I could tell you a few of the towns and whatnot that you'll hit on your way there.
Yeah, that's better than a straight line with an arrow and then the word north.
If you could you put something in like, if you hit this town, you went too far?
You're right.
It's been a while since I've been to Silvery Moon. I can't remember what's past there.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so if we hit Silver Moon, we're way too far.
Neverwinter is the place to go for your maps, especially
Yeah, so
when
we've
you
heard.
are setting out on a long journey. There's great wealth of information there.
We'll keep that in mind if we ever head that way.
Are there any map makers in town where we can maybe get a map?
No, we're mostly farmers here. There's some nice soil here. We provide much of the grains and wheats and barleys to much of the surrounding cities.
We'll be glad to take the crude map then.
Okay.
Thanks so much. Yeah, and if you'd like to pass any greetings or messages to your friend, we'd be happy to do that as well.
Suck up.
Yes.
Look, it's a letter of introduction.
That would be helpful and could possibly sway him in parting with his giant slaying weapon.
Mm.
Fisher is the brain.
Chris, I'm hoping you'll copy over some of this info so we can put it in.
I will get you names and whatnot, sure.
Okay. Well, great. Well, that's...
I was just about to say the next person we need to go to. Nothing.
Just gonna make our way around town. Is there anybody? Let's ask this person if there's anybody in town that would maybe have work for us to do.
Yes, she does have some. Let me just finish copying and pasting this stuff here. Let's see who the next character is that you run into here.
Damn it.
Okay. Let's see. Here's the next person. On your notes, who have you already talked to? Because I can't for the life of me remember who you did or not.
We talked to Narth Tezrin.
Okay.
The chick that lives with Narth.
Yep.
Darathra.
Yep.
We spent the night with her, but we didn't really talk to her that much. Helgar is the first guy we met.
Okay.
He's the one that didn't tell us about this fucking inn. We met the crazy bitch up in T14.
Yeah.
And her brother-in-law is in F.
Okay. You talked to Othavir, right? About
No.
No, he was doing the carriage, wasn't he?
We haven't talked to him yet.
Oh, wait, well, you sort of, actually. He is the saddle maker.
Mm.
Oh, he's the one we have to go see to get the saddles to deliver.
Okay. And actually, that is the last person to talk to.
Okay.
And where is...
Okay.
Othavir is right up here.
Oh, this map is too big. I can't see anything.
Right, yeah, it's north.
T11.
Okay. Okay. Slowly making my way there.
I'm not moving my character. I'm like, whatever.
Okay.
As you approach, you see him loading up the last of the saddles that he was commissioned to make up onto a cart and getting that cart hitched up to a pair of draft horses.
How do the horses look? Do we need to like check their teeth and their hooves and?
No, they appear well taken care of, well fed. They are obviously needed for the kind of work that is done in town, so they do make sure they are well taken care of.
I'm still gonna look that gift horse in the mouth.
Okay, sure. So are you going to poke and prod them?
No, I'm just gonna look in its mouth because that's the only thing I've heard about the saying.
Their teeth are immaculate. Like, better than yours.
Meanwhile,
Alright.
I'm going to go to Orthavir and shake his hand and say, that's really fine work, one craftsman to another.
Well, it's good to see someone who appreciates quality. I hear you're going to be making this run.
Yeah, we've been engaged to make the run up and make the delivery. Should be a good trip. Is there excuse me, anything we should know about the saddles?
I spent a lot of time making them.
Don't open the saddlebags. They contain the cocaine.
Yeah. I am one of the finest saddle makers in this area. Provide saddles to much of the mounted guard and things of that nature. He almost sounds like he's bragging a little bit, but just by looking at the saddle, you can tell that it is well earned that he can brag such as he does, because they look exquisite.
Exquisite, you say?
And that's when one saddle went missing for a beak beer. Axe beak, or whatever it's called.
Actually, Associate, are you interested in getting a saddle for your axe beak?
Possibly. There are no saddles on them, right?
Though there is a saddle on the one that you're riding. It is crudely made and fashioned to fit in. Was it an Orog that was riding them, or just orcs?
Orog.
Yeah.
It was the Orog.
Yes. So yeah, it is. It is made to fit an Orog's ass, and they're much wider than yours. So it is somewhat uncomfortable riding for you. But you're putting up with it. Let's say that.
Okay.
So, Othover, would you be able to make a saddle for my friend's axe beak that he won while he was defending the town from marauders?
One.
Young man, there is not a beast alive that I can't craft a saddle for.
That sounds cool, I guess.
Given enough time and material and, of course, coin, I can craft whatever you'd like.
Do we still have any dragon hide?
I don't know if we actually need dragon hide to craft one.
But how awesome would that be?
Yeah, I don't think we have any of that left. I don't think we were able to skin any of the creatures we faced thus far.
Okay.
Outside of Venom Fang.
Yeah, you would probably. Yeah, if it's just a saddle, I wouldn't go nuts. If you wanted barding, which would be armor, that's when you're talking specialized material. If you wanted to do that.
Okay.
Are there any creatures around the area that would provide the material, like maybe a couple bears, maybe an owl bear, or anything that you've heard of that we could hunt and gather the material?
A horse.
Let me see. And he kind of thinks for a moment. Any old leather would do. Of course, there are your standard variety wildlife, deer, bear, wolf that are in the woods. Owl bear does make some nice leather.
No.
Leave Wolfie alone.
You do occasionally run into them when you're out in the wilderness, so that could be something to keep in mind.
Completely out of character, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to the body of what's her face's husband?
Oh God.
Well,
that would have been moved and would probably have been brought to the attention of his brothers, who would then probably bury them either on the farm or at a family plot if there's a cemetery in town.
So you can't have his skin for your saddle. Sorry.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
Oh,
It was quite desiccated, so
Yeah, it was just a skeleton.
Probably not be very good.
well,
All right.
keep that in mind.
So, Sosie, it's up to you. Do you want to try to get a saddle made for your axe speak?
Sure. As long as it doesn't cost like too much, I guess. I don't want to like incur too many unnecessary costs.
Well, let's.
Yeah, because Associ's not bringing any money in, guys.
No. Should we wait until we get the material and get back here to do it, or?
Well, it's kind of a one-way trip that we agreed to, so we don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. How long would it take to make the saddle, Utherver?
That is a good question. I'm actually currently looking that up right now.
When did we get a clockwork rabbit?
Oh, that happened when we transferred to the new game, and no, that was when we were in Neverwinter, and I went to the little gnome clockwork guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, totally forgot about it.
Yeah. He has very few hit points, but he's mobile independent.
Is it wrong that I want to pronounce this guy's name like I'm saying Officer Drunk?
It's really weird. Utherver.
There is a variety of different style saddles you could get that serve various purpose. They range in price from about 5 gold pieces all the way up to 60 gold pieces.
Get the Cadillac one. Come on.
I'm sorry. They range from what to what?
5 to 60.
From 5 to 60.
Okay.
Which probably 5 gold's not bad.
Yeah, and I mean T has that useless dragon bone bow. It seems only fair.
Hey!
It's
At
not.
least I was the one who was able to salvage half the stuff off that thing. I'm just saying.
It's not useless. She just doesn't know what's going on with it.
She really doesn't know what's going on with it.
Oh, them
Oh, we
fighting
could
words. I would like to see you two in a mud pit.
Well, so
All right.
cheap saddle? Or
It's whatever. I mean, I think we have money, so I'm happy to do whatever Ososi wants.
Yeah, let's just go for it. Why not?
okay.
Which one though?
What do you mean, which one?
Which kind of saddle?
The 60 gold pieces one or the 5?
Or somewhere in between.
Or something
somewhere.
right.
Let's just go with the 5.
What is the difference between the 5 and the 60 and the few in between?
Okay. So,
Like, is the 5 gonna cause him to have discomfort in the groin region during riding, whereas the 60 would not?
So the 5 gold piece is a pack saddle, which I assuming there's all sorts of D-rings and things like that for clipping on like saddlebags and shit. You've kind of put on like a mule or a pack horse or something. A 10 gold piece saddle is specifically for riding.
Then that's probably the one he's gonna need.
Yeah.
The 20 gold piece saddle is called a military saddle, which helps to brace the rider and keep you in your seat when you're mounted in battle. and out of character gives advantage on any check you make to remain mounted. And,
I don't see a Soci wanting to like ride into battle.
and the 60 gold saddle is for your exotic, aquatic, or flying mounts.
Oh. We
Does
definitely
does
don't
the
need
beak does this beak thing fly?
No, it does not. It is a large.
Does it is it considered
So it's a chocobo.
is it considered exotic?
No.
So we could do
Okay,
the
so we don't need the
20
60.
We could take the 20, and if somebody chooses to ride into combat, they at least have advantage.
Yeah.
I have ridden it into combat.
Yeah. So
It's only advantage against being knocked off of it.
It's a riding. It's a handle animal check to see if you're knocked off. I think.
Yeah, so you get advantage on that. Yeah.
Yes.
Can we customize it so that there's like you could use it either for halfling size or human size?
Can we
So
get
have,
booster
like, a
seats basically?
Yeah, like there's like a front.
You want a
Sorry?
compartment where you can store a phone book in it, so you can pull that out and sit on it.
Well, I was thinking like you could almost have like a front, like a little shallower area where you could use that as the seat, or like the normal seat in the back.
I'm sure that I have no idea how saddles and shit work on horses. So I imagine that the stirrups and whatnot can be adjusted and
Yes, they can.
make minor tweaks and things like that.
Yeah, that would
the
be
only
pretty
thing-
shitty saddle if we can do that.
The only thing on a saddle that can't be adjusted is the saddle itself, and most of those are made to kind of fit the rider.
Yes, that's from what I gathered from my niece, riding horses and shit.
What we could do is on top of the knob that's in front of the saddle, for the reins.
The saddle horn.
Yeah, we could put upon that
pommel.
and like a little tiny itsy bitsy saddle, like you have in front of the bike for a small child, and then
I love it.
could sit on that. Yeah. Which would be how long would that take to make?
Probably, because he does have, things, in progress and things like that, and he does have all the material there at his disposal as well as all the tools. He could probably knock that out in about 2 weeks.
Okay. So we could make this a round trip.
Sure, why not?
So could you start making that now, and then we'll see you in 2 weeks?
See you in 2 weeks ish.
Yeah, I can start working on this right now. If you'll permit me just to take some measurements off of the beast that you have, just to make sure that it contours correctly and things like that to its back.
Sure.
Yeah, you don't want to sway back beak blade thing.
Beaky.
So,
Beaky.
Oh yeah, pecker. Yeah, gotcha, pecker.
That's what you're going to call it. Yeah, so he goes out with a little sketchbook and and start making some notes and things like that, and says, "Yeah, I can have this done in about 2 weeks."
Sweet.
It's not all dissimilar from a horse's saddle, a little bit narrower, but I think I can do this. Absolutely.
So it's basically going to be a pony saddle.
Yeah, kind of.
Cool.
Great.
Okay, so we're gonna. I guess we can make the rounds if we're done here. Make the rounds north to check on the buildings that we're starting. I guess these little magmen we're starting to fuck around with.
Are you going to pay him up front, or are you going to wait until?
We could pay him half.
Pay him? We're supposed to pay him? What?
Yeah, but if we pay him half now, then pay him the other half when we return.
I mean, we could just pay him. We have enough money.
Okay. Just pay.
Yeah, just pay him.
Okay.
In case we die along the way, I don't want him to be left with no payment.
Yeah, that's
A way to have faith in our abilities. I'm just saying.
We don't even have a map. We have no idea where we're going.
I mean, Tailfang, you have seen you've seen walls collapse on your comrades. We're gonna fucking die eventually.
But we all saved each other. I'm just saying.
so yeah, that'll be 20 gold pieces for that saddle.
Okay, dokie. I'll take care of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
LLT.
And,
she's our Vex.
when he gets the gold piece, he bites it to see if it's real, kind of thing, like you see on.
Jesus.
Hey, none of the stuff that I give out is fake, alright? This thing is legit. I keep count of our gold pieces, alright? Calm down there, sir.
My question is, who's Tailfang gonna open the door naked for in the near future?
What?
I'm betting on a Sosi.
Not gonna happen.
So, as he puts the money away, he says, "You all seem like good people, so I'll let you in on a little secret.
Ooh.
I love secrets.
Right?
The Margaster family keeps some magical items locked away for emergencies. They own a 3-story tower in Silvery Moon that has a detached carriage house on the property. Inside that carriage house is where they store their magical items.
While I don't unappreciate this information, why are you telling us this?
Because that families are a bunch of assholes.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I'd
Fair
rather
enough.
not
Why would you say that?
I'd rather not discuss my reasons, but they are a shitty family.
Okay, what was the name of the family? So we can write that down and we can find out why they're a shitty family.
The Margasters.
I mean, the name just sounds like a shitty family, but seriously.
Yeah, sounds like a fart.
Yeah. And they're in town or they're somewhere nearby?
In the Silver Moon, right?
A 3-story tower in Silvery Moon.
Oh, okay. And we're supposed to go to the carriage house.
Yes.
Okay. So are there anybody left to talk with? No.
No, everyone else died or ran away.
Could I, while we're walking, wherever we're going to walk, ask the party if we really need the big eye and the head of a biter? Because they're filling up my backpack and I'm pretty sure they're rotten right now.
Did we not get rid of those?
Nope. I
Wait,
still
what?
have them in
What
the
do we
backpack.
still have?
In my backpack, I have the big eye from something and the
Oh.
head of a biter.
From the Nothic.
The Nothic, yeah.
I feel
What
this
was
is
that?
a farming community. I don't think we can really offload anything. It's kind of the impression I'm getting.
Didn't we ask the magic chick in Neverwinter about those?
Did we?
I feel like we did. Because we said we
your
had.
notes?
Because we also said we have other stuff other than this dragon thing. I mean, the dragon was the big thing. Maybe she couldn't. Maybe it was she couldn't use it, or some crap. I don't remember.
So, should I still keep them in my bag or?
Sure, we might find somebody who wants it.
Oh, it's starting to smell, but okay.
Well, I mean,
It's in the bag of holding, isn't it?
No, it's in my backpack.
put it in the bag of
stick it
holding.
in the bag of holding.
Oh, okay, Chris. I'm going to pull out the eye.
Okay.
Oh.
Gross.
Can I keep it together or is it?
As you pull it out of your backpack, your fingers pass right through it. It has
Oh!
completely lost any sense of
Togetherness.
and it's nasty.
It's like a gelatinous goo.
Should we put it in a
Yeah.
jar?
Ah. Here, feed it to the blade beak.
No, no,
Let me do an Arcana check on it. Is that okay?
If you
Can we
want
already
to.
do that?
Sure. I'm emptying out my backpack then. Throw it all out, and then I'm like, you
Okay. An uninspiring
know, turn it
4.
upside down.
Okay. You begin to peer closely at this eye juice and goo. You poke it a little bit. Can you roll a Constitution saving throw?
Yes.
Dang.
There we go. 17. Hardy halfling.
You throw up in your mouth a little, but you manage to swallow it back down,
Ooh.
That's
Ooh.
attractive.
and you do not throw up at the stench of it.
All right.
Yeah, I think you can probably just toss this one, Ragnar. I think it's expired.
I'm just pouring it out then. Okay, and then while I'm emptying out the backpack, the head of the bite.
The what? What do you have so many heads?
Python.
Eyes.
Because you said I should take them. Should we keep this then? I'm pretty sure it's gooey too.
It's up to you what you'd like to keep.
We should make an Arcana check on this one too.
Okay, one sec. There we go. It's a 3. Another fabulous Arcana roll.
Jesus.
It's not worth.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
She's not mad.
Yeah, just chuck it. It's fine.
Okay, I'm chugging it. Finally, my back kept smelling. Thank you.
How did we not notice how smelly Ragnar's backpack was?
I know. Well,
Because
Ragnar's
Ragnar
not the
didn't really
freshest.
bathe that often.
Remember that whole flea situation?
I first noticed this after me and Wolfie took the coconut bath. Well, okay, I'm filling up my backpack again with all the other stuff. That's it.
What? Apparently Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy are going to be a couple in the next movie. I'm going to have to watch that.
Didn't see that coming at all.
So nobody. Should we check the rest of the town?
Makes me seriously happy.
I think Chris said we're finished.
Okay. So
I think I kind of suggested going northish to check out the buildings that the magmen were interrupted from starting on fire. To see if anybody's still there, make sure they're okay.
Whether we can persuade them to give us money for preventing their building from being set on
I know,
fire.
right? Firemen get paid for putting out fires
I know
after
what
they
you were
start.
thinking.
We should get paid for putting out fires before they start.
All right. Let's see here. All right, so you guys are going to the north. Token lane. Okay. So the first building, we'll call that T17. You approach and you notice there are still fires going on here.
Oh, oops.
But upon closer inspection, you realize that they are fires from a forge.
Oh. Ooh.
And this appears to be, let's see here, is a weaponsmithy.
Sweet.
Okay.
Perhaps this weaponsmithy can tell you about your bow, Tealfang.
Yes.
It is run by a female human named Harriet. Harriet, I'll be damned. Yeah, as you approach, she is tidying up and getting the forge, stoked and whatnot, and gathering up her raw materials to begin forging for the day.
Greetings.
She sees the group of you approach and welcomes you into probably the outside area where her forge is, and says, "Welcome to Udanath's Arms."
To what?
Udinat's Arms. That sounds that's I've been looking all over for a weapon maker. I'm so glad we found you. Um, what kind of weapons do you make?
I specialize in metal weapons, axes, swords, spears, arrowheads.
How about bows? And I bust out my dragon bone bow.
I don't work with bone too much, but I do have a basic understanding of how a bow and arrow functions.
Well, could you assist me momentarily? I've been having a few issues with this bow, and I was hoping you could enlighten me on possibly helping me utilize this bow to its full potential.
To some potential.
Sure.
She's
Let me
hit
see
things with it.
I
Get
hand her
shot
the
at.
bow.
Okay. Do you have an arrow I could use?
I hand her one of my arrows.
Okay. She knocks the arrow and draws it back, hesitates for a moment, and then lets go. And the arrow flies and hits a beam, kind of holding up like her porch. The arrow goes in, pops out the other side, sticking out a good 3 inches or so. And bow and arrow works fine for me. It is a little difficult to pull the string back, but seems to work just fine.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, do you think you give my friends like maybe a hands-on demonstration? We're just not really sure what the trouble is.
Does it require some strength? Is it tightened too hard?
Tilfan, why don't you shoot the arrow and let her watch, and maybe she has some tips.
I can do that.
Just roll a straight attack roll.
Yep. I don't even have my thing. There it is. Okay. And oh my gosh, we haven't played this for a while. How do I?
Okay, yeah, you
Dang it!
you do take aim at. You do feel kind of a little bad about aiming at her house, kind of. And yeah, you try as hard as you can to pull that drawstring back, and the muscle in your arm is burning as you finally pull it back to your ear and let it go, and it goes wide. Arrow breaks through a window, breaks through another window on the other side of the road. Keeps going.
Pay for that.
Sorry.
Don't worry, we'll pay for it.
It appears young lady, that you lack the strength to pull this back. You may want to get that adjusted.
All right. And you said you do not work with bows as well, correct?
I do not.
All right. Thank you.
You probably would need to talk to.
Is there anyone here that I could get assistance with this?
You might try next door.
Oh.
We are engaged in a little bit of a competitive rivalry here.
Oh.
He would probably have a little bit more experience with these things. He does much more variety of weapons than I do.
Oh, you mean the dwarf?
But
Right.
I would suggest either practice more or see if you can get your bow adjusted.
All right. Thank you so much for that tip, Harriet. Thank you.
Hands the bow
Harriet,
back.
do you have any magical weapons, Harriet?
No, I just make the weapons. It's up to the arcanists to enchant them.
And does anybody in town do that?
Oh no, you'd want to head to.
Neverwinter, right?
Neverwinter is always usually the safe bet. There are a couple larger cities east of here.
I'm sorry, what was the safe bet?
Neverwinter.
Neverwinter. Okay.
Of course.
Pull up the world map here and see where the
The
Naturally.
city of lost opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it. Does anybody else have a lack in their weapons?
No. But let's go speak to the dwarf I saved and see if he can't
Okay.
adjust your bow. See.
Okay, so
Oh, wait, before I go, do you have any silver arrows?
silver arrows.
Mm.
I have some silver. I could make some arrowheads.
That'd be great.
Okay, well, it'll take me a little bit for the forge to heat up, but I could probably have about 24 or so knocked out in about an hour or so.
Fantastic. And Tilfan, if you want, we can split them.
That's fine with me.
Cool.
Cool.
Now, because you never know when we might run into a lycanthrope who decides to attack us.
Hey,
So true.
hey. That's
You know, when he goes a little savage on us, right?
Yep.
No, this is
That's
strictly
easy.
this is strictly for the not friends of the party.
Yeah, sure. Keep telling yourself that.
I'll just growl.
No.
Okay, so
Well, see you in an hour.
I'll go over and knock on the door. See if knock on the door first in the house I jumped into yesterday. And if the guy I threw out the windows has come back.
He has not yet come back. As you spend probably about 10 minutes going through the house and calling. Harriet told you his name. His name is Gelrin Fohammer. So you're calling his name as you walk through. From the second story window, you look out and you see a dwarf in the fields about here or so, where I'm pinging, running full speed back towards the house.
No, that's the one you guys pulled out the window.
Yeah.
Right.
I threw him out the
All
window.
of those that were actively searching for him can roll a perception check.
Okay.
I am half distracted.
Let's see.
I followed Ragnar to go talk to the dude. So I've got a 15.
Wait, what do you
I
what
would
do you
have
want us
to
to
too.
do? A perception check?
A
Perception.
perception check.
Yeah, 10.
Ah, dang it!
Right.
All right. Fisher and Ragnar, will say, are both on the top floor, and they do notice him running back. He is clad head to toe in armor and is carrying a huge, almost as big as he is, warhammer.
Nice.
And he is running full bore right back to you guys.
Could can I open the window?
Sure.
Does he
I'll
look
open the window.
excited to see us?
I don't know. Would you be excited to see us?
Well, we saved him.
Yeah, well, is he within earshot? Shout.
For a dwarf, he can run pretty damn fast.
Okay,
He is most likely in earshot.
I'll yell to him. They're gone. We killed them all.
And very faintly on the wind, you hear, "God damn it!"
What?
He, when you told him to run, when the battle first began, he was relishing the opportunity to kill some giants.
Oh.
So he ran to where he buried his stash of armor and weapons. And the whole time you were fighting, the night you slept, he was busy digging up this old crate that he had hidden away. Spent the morning, donning his full plate mail,
Oh.
trying to figure out how to carry all his weapons and whatnot with him, and was running back to the battle, and unfortunately he was late to the battle and he missed all of it.
Aw.
Poor dwarf.
So he breaks from his run and kind of drops to a slow jog, and you realize he is probably carrying a good 200 to 300 pounds of armor and weapons on him, and you're like, holy
Tough
shit.
dude.
Like, how you been able to run like that is almost beyond your comprehension. He makes his way around the building, and you do hear him breathing quite heavily as he takes off his helmet, and does express his disdain for missing the battle. He wishes he could have joined. He has heard reports of orcs and giants attacking the dwarfholds throughout the north, and he thought that this was his chance to earn some glory for his ancestors, as most dwarves do normally like to do. And he formally introduces himself as Gelrin Fohammer, maker of fine weapons, armor, and other works of metal.
But not wood.
Well met, Galrain. I am Fisher Bloom, maker of clockwork, magical items, and also adventurer at large. And this is our party, adventurers and clerics and many other skilled people.
It is nice to meet you. It is nice to see that the practice of metalwork has not fallen out of favor.
Well, we come here to see. We heard that your weapons are extremely fine, and we came here to see if you might have something that we could make use of as we go on our journeys. And I push forward Tilfane. Mm-hmm.
I do not have anything commissioned. I just finished, probably about a year ago, a suit of ceremonial armor for King Morin and Queen Tithmel of Citadel Felbar, and was recently named, I think is an honorary title only, Royal Armorer.
That's very impressive.
Uh-huh.
So
The humble.
word is spread that I do make some high quality goods. Is there anything in particular you would like?
I nudged Tilfane.
Hello, sir. I was wondering if you could help me loosen this bow a little bit, or give me a little bit more insight of this bow that I currently have. And I show him my bow.
I can take a look at it, sure. Are you going to hand him your bow?
Yes. I
No.
and I handed it over.
Let me just get the notes here.
I whispered to Ragnar, I think you could get some really great armor from this guy if you wanted it.
So as he handles the bow, looking it over, and says he recognizes this maker's mark. She was in fact an apprentice of his
Oh, really?
that
Interesting.
could not meet the quality that he demanded.
Oh, no.
Oh,
So,
Wow.
goodness.
Wow.
so
Alright.
he kicked her to the curb.
That's always good to
And
know.
yeah, they and of course this is him talking.
I'd like to insight check this
They
guy.
never really followed up with their customers. They would just make the item and then pass it along. You should have been given a rundown on how this bow works and things like that. And it is currently set. You notice where the strings are notched into the end staves of the bow. There is various notches where you can put the string, I guess, loops in or whatever.
Yep.
It is currently the one's closest to the front of the bow, and scientifically speaking, that's you would need more strength to pull it back.
Yeah.
So he suggests that you move the string a couple notches back and do some trial and error until you get it where you get your you're not straining so much when you try and pull the string back.
You mean this? As I show him like one of my bruises from like me straining too hard.
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you for that insight. And then I'm assuming as it being my class type, I should be able to do that on my own, being able to string it and stuff. That's more of a character question, like out of character question.
Yes. Yeah. You would know what he's talking about.
Okay.
You know how to string a bow, but you didn't need to restring this at any points. You never really looked closely at the design of it. You thought it was more just some flourishes and stuff added into the thing. So on the information on your weapon, you now want to drop the max range down to a normal longbow. So you can, I think, of what, 50 feet additional that could go?
Yeah, that's what it did, yeah.
So that you can remove that little.
Okay, so I want to go back to normal of my other bow as well. Okay. Which was it's on here. 50 to 600 versus the 150 to 600. Wait, they're both 150.
Yeah, so that's the normal range.
Oh, did it just get changed just now?
Yes, it now just has the max distance of a normal longbow.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Well, that armor you made for the king, he got that. You don't have that armor here now.
Oh no, that was that took almost 5 years to create, and offered no protection at all. It was mostly.
Jesus, it's ceremonial.
It's just pretty. It's just pretty.
Useless.
Yes,
Super
Just
pretty.
Okay. Well, yeah, because I got this. I have it on, so I'll show him this breastplate with the Dragon Guard breastplate.
Yeah.
And ask if he can make anything better, like an well, it either has to be a half plate plus one or a full plate, right?
What is Dragon Guard? Is that just half plate?
No, yeah, it's a breastplate plus one, so
Oh,
the
that's
armor
right.
class it's 15 like a half plate. So
Okay.
I would either need a good half plate or I'm actually not sure that a chainmail or a splint.
Yes. If you were to get
Or plate.
Your best bet, if you do not want to have a disadvantage on stealth, would be a breastplate plus one.
Yeah, that's what I have now.
What you're looking at.
Yeah, but that's what I have now. So, if I would take disadvantage, how long would it take him to make like a really good splint?
Splint mail.
No, let me just calculate something. That's no. A half plate plus one.
A half plate plus one. You are looking at the better part of a year and a half.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
never mind then. I have no question. And I have a plus one magical weapon, so no need for anything. Oh, maybe. What about a shield?
Oh.
A
Meow.
shield.
Yes. That's my cat.
A shield plus one,
Your cat
or
is
a
cute.
I believe it has to be a shield plus one to be any better.
Yes. That one would probably take, depending on the design and your specifications, probably between 3 and 6 months.
Oh, okay. Well, that's quite some time. Should we see if I find something first, guys?
Yeah, you'll probably find something better.
Yeah, okay. Well, thank you for the intro.
I was wondering, do you make light armor also?
Let me see if that classifies as light.
Studded leather, padded.
Nope. He just does the heavier variety. The ones that are mostly metal.
Do you have
Anybody
any?
else?
There's nobody in town who does light armor. Or do we need to go to Neverwinter?
Yeah, right.
You can never go wrong with Neverwinter. But no, in town here, no.
Okay.
Sure, some of the other cities you might have better luck, but no, this is mostly farming community out right here.
Well, thank you.
And yeah, you see him begin to slowly take off his armor and whatnot, and it's somewhat comical trying to remove all this stuff. And like, how did he carry all that much, or how did he get in there to begin with, kind of thing.
Kiri, do you need anything? Any weapons or armor?
No, I think I'm good. I've got Lightbringer, which is pretty good for what I can use, and I have decent armor. I think I have chainmail with a shield. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I mean, eventually something, better than that would be good, but I'm pretty good for now.
Okay, so we'll say you spent
Unless he has something on hand that would fit me.
No, he is
Then
made
no.
to order.
I mean, that'd be great, but I don't want to wait a year for some armor.
Why not?
Because I will probably find something better later, like after looting somebody.
So you're gonna murder someone?
I just like to support local businesses, so I'm trying to think of something to buy from this guy.
I understand. Hippie.
Yeah, about an hour and a half or so has passed with you're talking to him, and he was prattling on about the armor that he made and things like that, and he was going over things he could make for you guys, and you are a little discouraged at the time it would take. As Kiri notes to the party that she doesn't want to wait that long.
I mean, I realistically, in a year's time, I could be crushed under a ceiling that you guys don't save me from.
So
You didn't save yourself, miss. I had low acrobatic skills.
Look,
you take your leave of the dwarf and you go back across the way, and
I can't be. I mean,
Oh,
look
yeah.
at the armor I'm wearing. There's no way I'm gonna be able to dodge shit.
well, I did. I'm wearing a breastplate.
I have heavy armor on. You have medium armor, dude.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
he only has a breastplate.
you've got just a breastplate. I've got the full shebang.
Oh,
You
okay.
do? You're wearing full plate?
No, I'm wearing chainmail, which is the third most protective armor.
Oh, is it just below
It goes chainmail, splint mail, and full plate, I think.
Yeah. Okay,
it's like a
well,
half plate then?
we get
I
back
wonder-
to the other girl.
Sir,
and
do you-
get the
Half plate
arrows.
is medium armor.
Wow.
Sir, I've heard of something called mithril. Does that exist in this region?
here, no, that would be up in the mountains, in some of the more ancient dwarven cities.
Just gonna glance at Fisher and be like, just making up names now? How about Invincibilia? Does that exist?
Mithril.
Yeah.
Have you never read Lord of the
Hernium.
Rings?
I have, but my character doesn't know a
That's-
damn thing about Mithril.
Oh,
We're just
okay.
making shit up now.
But
Well,
if you
so
find-
wait. Does mithril count as light armor? Because if so, I would definitely quest for that.
I think
Yes.
it's one armor class lighter, or one class type lighter, right?
Yeah, so you can get
it is.
heavy armor, and it's considered medium armor as far as your disadvantages and stuff goes. At least in 3.5 it was.
Oh, yeah.
It is listed in here someplace, I know it does exist
I'll look
as
it up for you.
adamantine. Not to copyright infringe with adamantium.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
right.
thinking that. Unobtainium, right?
Unobtainium.
I was gonna say we have an X-Men related thing here.
Okay, but if we ever get our hands on some armor, could you refit it so we
Oh,
could
absolutely.
thank great. So now we got one who can do it. Okay. Well, I believe that's all the people, right? Could we get some XP?
No.
We got 50 experiences.
Oh,
Where the hell are we here?
No
we need
experience
so
for you.
little. We need like 250, right? And then we get an
A long rest.
Wait till the end of the session, Chris, just to fuck with him.
No, I'm just looking at where they were.
It's just so if we need something this time, I have that extra attack.
What are you looking up, Chris?
I'm looking at the world map here to see where
Oh, okay.
there's a dwarf city here. I can tell you the name of, but this is all stuff you won't know, so I can't really do anything here.
Okay.
It is
It's fine.
undergroundium.
Yeah. Mithril does exist. It is mostly the dwarves that have mined it and have discovered it. And and he knows it's the mountain chain to the north, the spine of the world,
Okay.
where you have your best chance of running into a mining company that would have found it.
Well, thank you. Let's head back to Harriet, get the arrows, and then head out on the quests. Questesses.
Alright, so just so you're aware, mithril armor. Mithril is a light, flexible metal. A mithril chain shirt or breastplate can be worn under normal clothes. If the armor normally imposes disadvantage on dexterity stealth checks or has a strength requirement, the mithril version of the armor doesn't.
Okay.
Does he hear us say that we're gonna go over to Harriet?
Oh,
No, he
Okay. Just want to see if he's gonna like get aroused, like a ruse thing. I'm sorry. What was that? You were gonna go where?
Steve's gonna get. What did you say? Steve's gonna get aroused? What?
A ruse.
Aroused.
I mean, we don't want to go
Lovin'.
there. Tiltang. I don't anyway. I don't know what you. I mean, that's.
hello, Harriet. How much for the arrows?
All right. What is this stuff on silver weapons again?
We didn't ask how much they were before we ordered them. Wow.
Yeah.
No, we did not.
How many did you guys want to order?
2 dozens. 24.
24?
Yeah, she said 2 dozen she can make.
Well, is it a baker's dozen or a regular dozen?
Ironically, some people actually do not know the difference.
Wow.
All right. Let me see what
That
we
is
got.
kind of sad, but I mean,
know.
not unusual.
I mean, look at the country we live in.
And you've just alienated half
You
the
don't have that
viewers that
good-
we might have had.
Don't have that.
Oh, I
good game
forgot we're
education.
recorded.
Way to go, guys!
Whatever. I'm pretty sure all the people who are watching are more intelligent than half the people in this country.
Let's just leave it there.
As you approach,
Let's go so.
she is just finishing sharpening the last of the broadhead arrow tips that she made for you, and deposits them in a little leather pouch. That would be 240 gold pieces.
Do we have that much?
Whoa,
Yeah.
wait. That's expensive.
Yeah.
We do have that much.
That's still expensive.
Well, we ordered it, so now we have to pay.
Yeah, we have to.
Not really. She's
But
pretty sure she could resell it. We could just take 1 dozen and then just
let's
use it
just do.
sparingly.
All right, I'll try to haggle if it'll make you feel better. Harriet, they're lovely, but I was wondering, could you give us a little bit of a discount? We did just sort of save the town from burning down, and we're trying to go and see if we can fight the giants on their own turf, and these arrows would probably really come in handy. We'd be happy to let people know where we got them, too.
Roll a deception check.
Not persuasion.
What? No, it's all true.
Oh, sorry, persuasion. Sorry.
It's true. Okay. All right. I was my core sheet.
Oh.
Okay. Persuasion.
240
It's a 12.
gold pieces.
No, Jesus.
How much
You
gold do we
didn't
have?
give her the wink.
We have like 5,000 something.
No, we have 1,136.
Oh, that's not as low as I thought we were.
How much was it? You said 230?
240.
212.
240. Alright. I guess, I mean,
I heard 212.
212.
Oh,
So
sorry, yes,
specific.
you're right. 240, sorry. 240.
Yeah, that's what you said the first time.
Yeah.
okay. Okay, let me see. No, I don't think I could do anything. I have 0 charisma. There's like nothing I could do to make it any better.
What do we know about Harriet? Does she have any weak points?
Wow, are we gonna exploit her? Just pay the gold.
Yeah.
Okay. I reluctantly hand over the 235. Because she's not counting.
Oh my god.
All right. Are you
guys
handing
ordered
over
it.
235?
Yes.
What?
Roll a deception or a sleight of hand, whichever
okay.
either you want.
You get such a bad
Oh my
reputation.
god.
Such a bad reputation.
This is so dumb, and I actually have a proficiency in sleight of hand. That is so
That's
dumb.
why you got a 7 on a natural 1.
Ugh.
Are we
Uh,
And
really
I'm
trying to
using
cheat
natural
her?
20 for the thingy, whatever. Ugh.
Yes, T is trying to cheat her.
She
T is a horrible
I didn't
person.
agree with this.
It's
she kind of waves
ridiculous.
the little leather satchel of money. Kind of bounces it in her hand for a little bit.
She's
Can't
actually
fool
that
Harriet.
proficient in gold.
You can see the gears turning in her head a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry. This fell out of the satchel. Here you
You're
go.
a
There, I
little
hand her
light.
the 5.
You're a little light, elf.
Oh,
I
man.
was like, nope, this actually fell out of the satchel. Here you go. Like,
Really
Uh-huh.
sorry,
Oh,
Harriet.
wow.
She gets really clumsy, so I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you should see her with her bow. She can't even shoot anything.
I punch you.
Lightly with
she
your
takes
limited
the
strength.
5 gold that you shorted her and then tosses you the bag of silvered broadhead arrowheads.
Okay.
I hand
Uh,
12 to you, and I'll hold the other 12.
Thank you.
So, what should we do first? I have no idea where the saddles are meant to go, but should we start with that? Or the bandit? Or
I think we have to go deliver those saddles first.
From talking, as you were kind of getting instructions what you were going to do, Silvery Moon is to the northwest of Triboar. Northeast of Triboar. So you want to take the eastern trail out of the town or city. What was the other quest? Damn it, what was the other thing we're supposed to do? The saddles, right?
yeah,
They are supposed to go to Noaner's Hold, which is where? Yeah, where the hell is this place? That you know is also to the east of Triboar.
Okay. So let's take the saddles and head east. If everything is east.
Okay, so
What time of day is it?
right now it's probably about 11 in the morning or so.
Oh. So should we head out now, or what do you guys want to do?
Okay, you'll have to go to both of you to get to the carriage and mount up from there.
Should we say goodbye to Narth and let him know we're on our way?
Yeah.
Okay, so can we just, for the sake of time, just say we did that?
Sure.
All right. Oh, he's going to pay us up front, right? So did we take that money yet?
I don't know. Ask your note keeper.
Note keeper, did we take that money?
I don't think we did. Delivery minute. No, I think we were gonna come back and then we were gonna go get it. Since he did say he was gonna give us 100 gold pieces up front.
Okay, so the party funds.
All right, so we head over. We get our mission and our 100 gold then.
Yep.
Okay, got it.
Yay.
And then, wait, what time is it?
About 11.
It's about 11. So we have totally time to, I guess maybe we, do we have sufficient supplies on the cart?
Oh yeah, you are loaded up.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna head east out of Triboar.
Okay,
On the Evermore Way.
that's correct.
This map is so huge.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like it's annoying.
Do we get a
Yes, it
smaller one next time?
is.
Yeah, so we
you might-
use that Evermore way.
I haven't checked yet, actually. Overland travel, Tanya. Is that in the DMG? Overland travel.
Overland travel. I don't think it's in the. Yeah, it's not in the player's handbook as far as I know, and I don't know if it's in the DMG either. I usually just go with what Pathfinder says, so you can get roughly 30 miles a day.
That's okay. That's what it was. 30 miles a day.
Because it's listed quite nicely on their website.
All right. So, yep, you've got about a week's worth of supplies, which will get you there. You'd have to restock.
No, we don't. One of us can use survival to get us food. Looks at
That's
the looks at the ranger.
I look around going, huh? I have this,
What?
this ringing in my ear. I'm sorry. Did you say something?
No, not at all.
Okay, thought so.
Okay.
Do you want to fix your bow while we're getting the cart ready and all that?
Yeah, I tweak my bowl to just do the standard 150, 600.
Okay. Let me just get this over here. So, from
What the hell? Oh man, seriously?
the various people, you managed to find the names of the next closest settlements and things like that out of Triboar. You are heading east towards Yartar.
Tartar?
Yar.
Yartar.
Tartar! Yartar!
Should I be seeing something, or is this just a black box?
You have to
No, to the left,
zoom out some.
Yep, you have to zoom out. I have
Like
Oh, it's starting to load.
60%.
yeah, I have
Okay.
revealed.
I'm at 30.
I'm at 60 and I can see okay. I have to scroll around a little bit.
But the map we get for Silvery Moon, is that after Yatar?
Yes.
Okay.
Yata!
Okay. So your first day on the road is quite uneventful.
As
There
it
is
usually is.
There is an uneasiness that you feel. You just came from a place that was attacked by giants, and you're almost kind of on edge as you ride throughout the day. You make camp that night. Very uneventful. Couple squirrels and shit kind of tried to raid some of the foodstuffs from the cart. Nothing
And
really
XP.
couldn't handle. Second day dawns.
Damn it.
Pretty much the same. Very uneventful. Nothing really going on the road. At night, you set up camp and you begin to take shifts. So let me see.
Actually, Sosi can just watch the whole night.
I probably could.
Pretty much, because he just needs 4 hours of meditation.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, at this point, are we at full HP now?
Oh yeah, you're completely full up.
I always have been.
Oh, I have not.
My whole up in 23.
But still no XP, right, Chris? Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Uh-oh.
Yikes.
Uh-oh, I'm like scared now.
Nothing happens.
He's gonna make up for it.
All right.
All those
For
times.
all those times we got nothing but low rolls on Chris's part.
Keeping away the XP and now letting us fight something. I have
A
100
baby
some-
poison dragon. Oh, snap.
You killed my mother.
Oh, look, it's our campsite. Yay!
All right, so if you want to
I
put
am-
your
I am here. I'm gonna be in this tent.
and I think this is the first time you've seen lighting.
Yeah.
So,
I have.
fuck around with your
This is not the
character.
first time I've seen lighting, but yeah.
You should have obstacles blocking the firelight, all sorts of shit like that.
Yep.
Or
Alright.
there's only a circle around the fire type thing.
Looks pretty cool.
When you have
See,
dark
what-
vision, you should be able to see random stuff.
My character could literally see around the whole fire. And beyond.
Actually, everybody has dark vision because of those goggles.
Mm-hmm.
The Googles.
But the thing is that I don't know if it's
Wait, I'm
specific
on
to mine because I see everyone's like line of vision.
Do you?
I do. What is this? Pick on Tea Day? God.
Yes. It's because
I
we
don't know, I
love
just like
you,
how-
T. You're the greatest.
You're the
Think of us-
creator.
Think of us as your siblings. We just show our love in
I
odd
already
ways.
have 4 siblings, thank you.
I mean, come on, Peter picks on you just like we do.
Come on. My cat
Yeah,
picks
he
on
doesn't
me
pick
just
on
like
me as much as you guys do, though.
more than
He
anyone.
what? He
He
doesn't
doesn't
what?
pick on me as much.
Well, then he doesn't love you as much.
That's
How
not.
come Ragnar doesn't have full health? Ragnar, do you need a massage or a classic need?
I'm a
Whoa, 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 whoa! You guys are sharing a tent too, man. Whoa.
Yeah.
Well,
You.
both things sounds nice, but it's actually because
But
of
it's
my
okay. Everything's
my-
okay.
it's actually because of my Crimson Right. Every time I activate it, I take my level in damage. So right now I get 4 damage, so that's why I'm missing a sliver.
Ah.
Yeah. Seriously, Fisher, just back off, man. Calm down.
Hey man, not everything has to be sexual. That's on you. It's in your head.
But I'd gladly take a massage afterwards.
Yeah, we don't even know Fisher's gender yet.
Okay.
Right?
How dare you assume her sexuality when you don't even know her gender? His or
So
her
true.
gender.
I mean,
Here, here.
I mean,
And you know what Ragnar
his or
likes.
her gender really doesn't matter because she's it, he, it, whatever.
I believe the term now is Z that you use
Yeah.
for a nondescript gender.
Is it
Non-binary.
really?
Before you have their permission to call them either he or she, it is Z.
That is
Oh
one
my
option.
God.
Yeah.
In Harvard, I think that's what they're enforcing.
Who's
It's
enforcing
something.
it?
I think it's one of the colleges with those. Up here in Massachusetts, I know that. I think it's Harvard.
Interesting.
Of course it's not.
They have to juggle 3 genders.
Hey
Yes,
Chris, how far away are you from Boston?
I am about 40 minutes west of Boston.
Oh, so in case you want Peter to get beat up, you know who to call?
No, there's actually
Where's
a
Beaky?
possibility that he's going to be going out there sometime next year, actually.
Who?
Beaky is
He does.
here next to this tree.
I thought he was already out there.
No, he's in Baltimore.
Oh,
Hi, Beaky.
I knew he's in one of those B cities.
I know, right?
I'm in an A city.
Wow. I'm in an H
you're in
city.
You're in a C city.
All right. I'm
Technically
gonna pull
are.
out the Clockwork Rabbit and amuse us by putting it around the fire.
Oh, that's nice, Fisher.
As you
Wait,
sit by
why?
a fire, and just going over the day's events, did you see that cool looking rock that looked like such and such on the path? It was very uneventful. You were playing I Spy for about 4 hours.
Did we
You,
also pass the world's largest yarn ball?
yes.
That too.
What about
As
the
well
world's
as
largest
the,
watermelon?
Did we also
As
have
well as
the
the,
world's best diner food?
And potato.
Stuff you really wanted to go to, but you told him no. You're sitting around the campfire. Associ, do you want to make a animal handling check, please?
Okay. Where's my character sheet? There it is. Aminal handling.
And Pecky runs away.
Nope.
Oh,
Nice. You
Another-
natural.
man, when you really want to make sure Pecky doesn't go away, you make sure you get that natural
Didn't
20.
he roll? Didn't he roll a natural 20 to just get Pecker?
First, yeah,
Yes.
the first time just to get. Yep.
Did.
So, you
Keep his chocobo.
you're just chilling. You had some fairly fresh jerky that you managed to feed him. You
You didn't bring it back, dummy. I can't throw it.
brush him down a little bit and kind of pluck out some loose feathers and things like that. Kind of just helping him groom himself. And he seems to totally dig you.
All right.
Oh my god, I'm totally picturing Associ grooming this bird like a
With an
cat,
axe for a beak.
like a cat would. Just
Yeah,
because he
actually,
owns a cat.
It would be closer to monkeys and gorillas picking out parasites.
Well,
So like Associ's like, okay, my turn, and then he's just, like pecking at like fleas and stuff out of Associ's hair and shit.
would it? I mean, would it make a difference? Is this particular bird? I mean, like a duck? Does it like spread the oil on its feathers so it stays waterproof?
I am not a cryptozoologist, so I couldn't tell you how an axe beak.
But you are the
itself.
DM, so you can just decide and then tell us.
And then, yeah, you just roll a.
Its beak is more hooked than the shovel that like a duck has. So I would probably say it is not really aquatic, so it does not
Okay.
rub oil.
It,
No, it mostly like plucks out.
Or does it, and Associ's keeping that to himself.
Yeah.
oh,
Yes.
it's probably more like a chicken where it takes dust baths.
Maybe.
That's probably closer. So yeah, as this is going down, you hear a rustling from the trees.
We're way off topic, guys.
Yeah, we did kind of veer off a little bit.
Not at all.
And from the south approaches 3 figures. Roll a perception check.
Dun, 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 dun. Yay,
Sweet.
15.
Wait, aren't they sleep? It's me, right? Because they're sleeping.
Oh. Yeah, it is
Oh.
him,
Natural
isn't
20?
Wait, I don't see his roll.
I didn't roll yet.
Oh,
Send out my cat.
it? Yeah, you just want Associ's, right?
Yes.
Oops, my bad.
What happened to the thing? Everyone's disappeared.
Yeah, everybody's disappeared too.
What's that?
Okay, so that's not just me.
Like roll
Oh, no,
20
it's-
just
yeah, it
roll
says
20 just
you're
took a shit.
Yeah, it says yeah, I think we need a refresh. I'm refreshing.
Can you see
Oh,
that?
everybody's coming back now.
Q's showed back up when he rolled.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
there's
see,
your perception roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just see Tanya and
Everybody
Q.
roll something.
Yeah.
Your connection
Well, I'm
to
the
the
only
server
one
has
awake,
been
right?
interrupted.
Yeah, everybody roll
According to
something.
this, I
It'll
don't
show back up.
see. I don't see 2 of our characters.
Okay, I'm kicking again then.
I think we're okay.
I don't have Marcella or Ragnar.
Oh, really?
I can't even get to my character sheet. What the heck?
Wow.
Oh.
It says mine said the connection to the server got lost.
Yeah, you
Okay.
guys all showed back up for me, so I don't care.
Yeah, I refreshed my page. It does take
Okay.
a little bit to refresh, but it seems to
Yeah,
be working.
the loading has gotten a lot slower in Roll20.
I'm
Yeah,
refreshing.
And
it's weird.
Although it could be this campaign because there's so much shit in it.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff.
Hmm.
Okay.
I
So,
can see, I think, everybody,
There
but
we go.
Associ, as he is enjoying a flea removal from Beaky, notices 3 humanoids coming up from the path that they had kind of trailblazed as they made their camp, and they seem quite disheveled. They are very footsore, like they have had a very long march, probably almost at a run pace, and almost collapse once
Where's
they
our-
get firelight.
Where's our
And-
wagon?
I did not make a token for a wagon.
Just draw a box.
So I would say, let's see, draw a shape. We pulled that out right there.
Okay.
So
Alright.
they very pantily and out of breath collapse just inside the firelight.
triplets?
Oh my god, seriously? It's my fantasy come true!
What?
Are they
What
like,
is your fantasy?
is it the 3 fates?
You don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
Apparently it involves
I know what it is, only just because I asked.
That I'm not surprised.
Alright. I wake the group up.
Okay.
I go, guys, there's 3 disheveled people here. Are they human? Can I tell?
They are human.
They're humans. Ow, ow. Hey, no biting my butt.
Kiri wakes up and comes out and is like, "The fuck is going on?"
I'm awake, but I'm gonna stay in my tent and kind of keep an eye out of the surroundings from what I can see from inside the tent. Which is pretty much all of it, since it seems like we have a very open tent.
It looks like they're just lean-tos.
Bad cat. Bad. Ow!
Get him, kitty, get him.
No.
Get his socks.
No, she's biting my hand.
Oh.
Greeting, travelers.
No biting.
Do they respond?
No, you have to say like, greetings, travelers.
Greetings, travelers.
Or greetings, Earthlings.
We
Yes,
come in
they,
peace.
Very out of breath, slowly rise up and
Attack us.
no, I know. I wish I had rolled better. This is unfortunately just
Really? Because you rolled 100 out of a 1d100.
yes. 100 is the shittiest roll you can get.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, alright.
Believe me, I wanted it to roll on Ancient Dragon, but just that's not my luck today.
Oh, dang, that was actually an option. That would have been so cool.
No, it wouldn't.
We don't be
Would
dead.
have died.
We'd just be charred.
So
I wouldn't.
they very, very slowly kind of get to their knees and then onto their feet, and they say that we are just but simple herdsmen, and our flock was attacked by. Let me see here.
Insight check. Whatever they say.
Oh Jesus.
It's only 9. Somebody else help me.
Yeah, I will also be insight checking this shit.
I believe them.
Their flock was stolen by some hawks.
What?
Some hawks.
What is it? A flock of mice?
Seriously.
Are they like the giant hawks?
It
Is
might
it like
be.
a rock?
It might be.
Oh.
But wouldn't they know the difference?
Maybe they're dumb peasants.
Another
Your flock
classic
of
remark.
what?
Okay.
What Ragnar?
I was just asking
What's the flock?
the flock of what animals?
Flock of
Just sheep.
seagulls.
Okay.
Mine? Mine?
With those perception and
Thank you for laughing.
they are telling the truth.
What did they say it was a flock of?
Sheep.
Mine?
Sheep.
Seagulls.
No, sheep.
Why are you yelling at me so much?
Meow.
Oh, well, is it closed? Do you want help? Can you pay?
Are they hungry?
Let's see here. Yes, they are famished. They kind of compose themselves and say they were grazing their sheep south of here about north of here about maybe a 6-hour march.
Then
from
why
your
did they come
present
from the
location.
south?
Because I was not looking at the map when I should have been. They approached from the north. Sorry.
Okay.
So,
So technical.
Well, no, because that's my insight check.
yes. Okay. So yes, they approached from the north, saying that their sheep, where they were grazing, were attacked by some hawks.
How big were these hawks?
They are probably about the size of the California condor. They're pretty big.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow, okay.
We're not talking rock size, but they are
We're talking
very,
almost
very
beaky
large.
Like
size.
Legends of Condor hero size, like you could just stand on top of them as they're flying type thing.
So slightly smaller than Beaky.
Yeah.
Yes, well, slightly smaller. Yes, that'd be perfect actually. and they made off with maybe a half dozen sheep.
Sheeples.
And how many sheep did you have?
They had about 10 that
And you
they were.
left the other sheep behind to fend for themselves?
Probably. And it's not like they can do anything about it.
Yeah, they were pretty much overwhelmed. Looking at them, you see their clothes are all torn from like talons ripping through the cloth. They were running for their lives at that point.
Oh.
Well,
guys, should we saddle up and help them out?
How long have we been asleep?
I would say you were close to your 8 hours.
So it's almost morning then.
It is getting pretty close, yeah.
Okay. Well, is it on our way? Is what I'm asking.
It is out of your way north, but you aren't backtracking at all.
Okay.
What are they asking us for exactly?
I don't know if they're asking us for anything. They just collapsed here, and Ragnar's like, let's help them.
Maybe
they are asking
we should feed them and.
They are asking for assistance in getting back what remains of their flock, if there's any.
I mean, they're probably eaten.
But in which direction did you see...
But we will avenge their sheep.
In which direction did you see the hawks fly when they took your...
They flew further north.
Okay.
Guys, we got this wagon of saddles, man.
I know, but let's just help them out, good calm and...
Hey, is the way towards this incident clear enough for a wagon to get through?
They say no. They cut through the woods.
Shit.
So it's a flock of.
Wait, why do I have a wagon of saddles?
Because we're delivering it, man. Did you not
Yeah, like
to anything?
we really can't lose these saddles. I'm kind of concerned about that.
Because this is our paying job, dude.
Is this a thing where is this really going to take all of us? Getting these sheep back from these birds of prey, whatever's not half-eaten.
It's possible that.
Well, me and associate could go.
I mean, we also don't know if they're being accurate or not lying to us. Because while I think they're believable, I'm still a little leery about
Do you have a zone of truth? Asking out of character.
I don't believe so, no.
Oh, okay. Well,
Nope. I mean, I could spiritual weapon the truth out of them.
well,
Why don't we start some food?
Yeah.
And seeing if we could get them to give us any more details.
How about?
Yeah, sit down, relax, have some food.
I don't know if they can relax.
How about we
they just lost their entire lives.
How about we split the group?
No.
Well, I mean, we don't have a choice. We can either help them or not help them. If we help them, we're gonna leave this wagon sitting here with something we've already been paid to do.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying we could have them sit down until the morning. We could
I say
it is morning.
Yeah, well, until the sun really rises, and then we could take them with us.
Change the lighting, Chris.
We could take them to Yatar, and then take it from there.
Why don't we just send two of us to scouting?
Yeah. What's where are these saddles actually going?
Yatar, right?
They are going to
Silvery Moon.
no.
They are going to a city that is not on our map because we didn't buy a fucking map.
Okay.
Well, all we have to do is follow the path. We have to go To
no one
the
R's
Where?
Amrith Mulnabar.
No one R's Hold is the name of the place that you are taking those saddles
And
to.
how far is that away?
That right now is 125 miles as the crow flies.
We're
So-
still a week's out, man.
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
it
I
would
wouldn't be
take him-
opposed to going and scouting.
No,
I feel like
Take backup with you.
couldn't we just
Well, yeah.
take this cart to Yatar, which is the closest town right now to the
Uh-huh.
east? When we're there, we could take the Fellowship of the Sheep with us, and then
the Fellowship of the Sheep.
I like it.
from there we could, either get some help for them or help them. But then if somebody chooses to stay behind, they at least have, the town as safety, or we could hire someone to look after the cart while we help.
I mean, yeah, I suppose we could do that.
Well, why don't we ask them if that sounds like something they want to do? Ladies, do you want to go with us to Yatar? We can give you safe
Are
passage.
they female?
They look female.
We'll say they're female.
Okay.
Sure, the guys, they're totally female.
Are they not?
I don't know. They could be like
They have, like-
Fisher. We don't know.
Well, they have. I suppose. Anyway.
They roll a persuasion to see if they will come with you to at least Yatar.
Okay.
Oh my god.
It's an 8.
I'd like to help because I came up.
And Ragnar will
He'd
help.
like to wink at them. Oh my shit.
Did not help. Minus one.
What is happening right now? Oh my god.
We're gonna get robbed by fucking 3 shepherds.
Those sheep were our livelihood, so we're
How much would it cost to get like 6 new sheep?
He's just gonna throw money at the problem.
All right there, Trump.
Look, we want to help, but we also have obligations to our employer, and we are only a short way along our path to finish. What can we do for you to help you, but also not leave our cart unattended for very long?
Because we cannot leave this cart.
At this point, they are feeling very much dejected and downtrodden. They
What is going on over there?
are just now.
Man, seriously.
They will reluctantly travel to Yartar.
Great.
I don't
Okay.
think
We do wanna help you.
because, like, what if this happens to other people while we're gone? Like, how long is it going to take us to get to Yartar?
Oh, not that long. It's pretty close.
We're probably halfway there.
So that's like a day. So that's 2 days.
Well, I mean, it's either that or we just leave them here and be like, fuck off, ladies.
You had traveled about 2 days east.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought we were only going a week,
Yeah, that's about right.
and so we should only have about.
So we have like 4 or 5 days left, depending on how
So
fast we can go.
Okay.
That's why I'm saying Yatar should be like half a day away or something like that.
Yeah, it should be close.
We're like we camped like right on the outside of town, guys.
Then, if you feel like it, I could scout with you. And, you're a ranger, so you could probably do it pretty fast.
You can also
Yeah, are we in the
scout
forest?
like,
I
relatively
actually, if
fast.
I'm scouting by myself, I actually could go very quickly.
Yeah, but let's get to Yatar first. Then.
You are currently
Okay.
not in forest. There are some
Okay.
trees around you. but you are not currently in the forest.
We did camp in the suburbs.
So let's mount up and head east on the road.
So, see, do you want to offer them a ride on Beaky? They could like rotate.
Beaky small. They can hop in the cart.
They
Yeah.
cannot. They probably can't ride Beaky because he's not like a real mount.
Okay.
'Cause,
Well,
like, you don't want to
would you like
to
the
ride on-
shepherds.
Beaky's a one-rider bird.
Well, I was gonna say they could like rotate through, but would you would you like to ride on the cart?
Let's just put them on the cart.
People of indeterminate gender, would you like a ride on the cart?
Yes, we are quite footsore, so a chance to ride is definitely welcome.
Okay, here, let me give you a hand up.
Thank you.
How are you giving them a hand up? You're like 3 feet tall.
I was thinking the same thing.
Well, I'm
but
also very dexterous.
Maybe she's
You,
already on there.
You get your camp broken down and get the cart situated back onto the path, and you begin the day's journey. After about maybe 3 hours,
They slit our throats and rob us?
no, not today. You begin to see on the horizon a walled and fortified town, which, by all your guesses, is Yartar.
Yartar!
Yartar.
Okay. You said it's walled and fortified. Are the gates closed?
It is currently day, so the gates are open.
All right.
Yartar is open for business.
Okay, guys, let's
all
head
innuendos.
I don't even know. I'm not even following. That's fine.
What windows?
Alright, so, the fortified city of Yartar stands on the east bank of the Dasaran River. On the west bank is a walled citadel under the city's control. Between them stretches a wide stone bridge. Travelers must move through the citadel and pass inspection before continuing west to Triboar or crossing the bridge to the city's west gate. The Evermore Way cuts through the heart of Yartar, connecting the city's western and eastern gates. East of the city, the road becomes a gravel trail. Yartar is prosperous and becoming increasingly crowded. Some of its old buildings have been torn down and taller ones built, 4 stories high in some cases. So that is where you currently are.
Yay.
Can we have a new map?
We getting there?
There is no city map, I don't think, for Yartar.
Yartar!
We just like his name too much.
Hey, so this map, have you cleared the area of all the places we've been? Like, if we walked on the map and then walked back, is this our,
Yes, I have revealed where you have been and the direction in which you have traveled.
You have not revealed the forest into which we were traveling for the weird city of fucking things. The castle, right?
Not that part, no, but
Okay.
I did do the high road and Fandolin and then the trail east.
And then the trail south to get to where it is we were going before. Okay. We have our own fog of war, guys. It's like the original Warcraft game where you like walk back where you've been so you don't meet the enemy.
Okay, so in Yatar, let's find a place.
What time of day is it that we arrived in Yatar?
It's high noon.
Jesus Christ.
He was so waiting for that.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we have to go get inspected by the guards? Is that as
Nope,
we
that's if
approach?
you are leaving the city and going to Triboar.
Oh, all right. That's
Oh, good.
weird.
So you
So
don't have to hide the drugs.
it's a one-way immigration post.
Yeah,
Um,
you don't have to keister or anything.
Great.
all right. Should we go like try to find a tavern, kind of freshen up, look for the rooms, and see if we can find some help for these folks?
Well, I mean, I'm assuming there's guards at the gate, right?
Oh yeah.
We could just ask the guards at the gate where we can find help for these crazy women. I mean, shepherds.
Yeah.
Now that I've gotten some more sleep, can I insight check them again?
You haven't
Sure.
got any more sleep. They woke our asses up.
You could have slept along the way.
Well, they picked your pocket.
Well, yeah. Let's ask the guards when we enter. Hello, good sirs. Please let him be, man.
They stand at attention with their pikes still upright, with them kind of holding them ready for use. And they put their arm up to signal you to stop where you are.
Oh, okay. Is it because I assumed your gender?
No, it's basically just to stop the cart from
Okay.
rolling into the city without getting talked to first, just to see who you are.
Oh yeah, just in case we're bringing bombs.
Don't say bombs right now.
Yeah, treat this like an airport. Don't talk about terrorists, bombs,
Yeah.
or anything else of that nature.
So yes, they put their hand up, and you instinctively draw your cart to a slow rolling stop. What business do you have in Yartar?
Well, we're just
Guitar!
passing through. We're passing through on our way east. We have a delivery to make that we started in Triboar.
Of
Well,
sandals.
if you're heading east, you can keep heading east.
Wow.
But the other thing that happened, we were camping last night on the outskirts before the sun came up, and these three people here, these three shepherds, and I gestured to them, stumbled into our camp and said that their flock had been attacked, and we were hoping to maybe find some way to help them before we continued on our way. I don't know if you have any thoughts or if you've heard about falcons attacking hawks
Hawks.
attacking flocks of sheep.
We have heard distantly on the wind some wails coming from the northwest, sorrowful moans. We have seen some birds flying high in the sky, but unable to make a determination what they were.
Did these moans sound human? Did they sound natural?
They did. They did not seem otherworldly. They just seemed to be the wails of someone heartbroken.
That doesn't sound good.
I turn to the shepherds and I say, "Was that you, or do you know what happened?"
They say it was not them, but they have heard in the past week or so some crying further north of their grazing land.
Can we make some? Can we, given what we've heard thus far, can one of us make a nature check to determine what type of creature this may or may not be?
Sure.
Is it a
I
nature
vote
check
the ranger,
Yeah.
if it's
'cause
something
not me.
supernatural?
That was a horrible roll, Tanya.
You,
I'm not proficient in nature, just letting you know.
I mean,
Gilfin, given that they could hear the cries and the wails this far, you would think that it would have to be a large creature, and that the conditions would have to be right weather-wise for it to carry as far as it did.
I relay that to my group, letting them know what I think.
What do you think, guys? Should we go investigate this strange occurrence?
This has been an ongoing problem, correct?
They have only just heard it for the past week or so.
Okay.
I guess we're gonna.
I think we need to check it out.
God damn it!
But let's my
No,
good,
let's just leave the fucking saddles here. Screw
No,
it.
no.
The guards will watch it.
good fellow guards. Is there a place in Yatar where we could keep this wagon under lock and key or guarded until we return after solving this problem?
Let's see. They suggest that you talk with the Water Baron, who is the currently elected leader of Yartar. Yartar sits on that river, so it is kind of like a port city. So the river is their main source of income and power in the region.
Okay. Well, thank you. We'll do that then. Where is he in Yatar?
She is,
Sorry. Damn it.
where is she?
Wouldn't that be Baroness then?
That's a good point.
It would be Baroness, yes, grammatically speaking. They are, let's see, they are up by the Citadel.
Okay. So let's head that way then.
So they, the guards motion you inside, allowing you passage through the gates, and direct you to a path that leads off to a larger building. That you guess is the Citadel.
Okay. Fisher, would you head inside?
Sure. I dust myself off and rub a little spit to get the smudges off my face. And I head in the foyer with a big smile and with my hat in my hand.
I'll follow suit.
You didn't want like Teal Fang doing the mom face clean, like licks her thumb and just rubs you a little bit.
No, I'm good, thank you.
Okay. So we head
So-
inside the Citadel.
Yes.
Okay. You are brought up to a chamber. The door is closed. Your escort gives a knock, and a kind of gruff voice answers and instructs to open the door.
Okay, I
What
open.
do you do? The Water Baroness, older woman, you guess probably in her late 50s.
No.
What color is her hair?
I would say probably, given the stress of her job and whatnot, it is probably on the silver side.
Ah, okay. Water Baroness, my name is Fisher Bloom. I come here with my party of adventurers.
I bow.
Yeah, I bow also, and I smile and give a slight wink, just a respectful wink.
Respectable wink.
Okay.
Respectful wink.
And we were told to come here if we needed any assistance or to understand what was happening here in Yatar. We were told that you were the one to see.
Well, I am the Water Baroness, as you said. I've never heard it really called Water Baroness before.
Do you prefer Water Baron?
I prefer Nestra, but
Nestra.
Wow, you're already
It's a
on
lovely name.
first name terms.
The Sosie giggles in the background. Well, Nestra, as I said, we're adventurers. We're here. Our employers in Triboar, and we're heading east. But along the trail, we encountered 3 shepherds who said that their flock was attacked by hawks. Giant hawks, large hawks. And then when we came to town, we heard from the guards that there's been strange wailing sounds somewhere north of Yatar. And we thought that we might be able to assist, investigate, and perhaps if there's something wrong, we might be able to help. But the difficulty is that we have this cart filled with goods that we have to deliver for our employer. And we wondered if maybe there was some place within your keep that we might store our cart until we come back.
well, that does seem like quite a predicament. For a fee, we could store your cart for a few days while you investigate these shepherds' claims.
Well, do you think we might be able to trade services for you? Our party funds are running a little bit low. We've been on the road for a few days and we'll have to restock soon.
Let's see. And she kind of thumbs through her notes and whatnot of various correspondences and things like that. Let's see here.
If it's another letter delivery, I'm going to change my name.
The fed
Be
up.
the post,
Postal
the
service.
post people.
This is that at the moment, no, we're pretty much set here. Don't have any current jobs that need doing at the moment.
Okay. What would it cost us to keep our carts safe?
Let's say for a week of storage, 10 gold.
Oh, that's fine. Is that with protection?
We'll make sure none of the common folk get their dirty fingers on it, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, more, stealing stuff. Yeah, okay. Well,
Okay.
we'll gladly pay the 10 gold then.
By the way, I don't know if you heard, but Triboar was recently attacked by giants and orogs. And, I don't like to boast, but we were pretty instrumental in helping the town beat them back and make sure they didn't get all burned down in the process.
That is why we currently have guards at the gates at the ready, and the fortifications have been improved.
Have you been harried by giants too?
We have not, but we have heard reports of them attacking some of the other settlements here in the north.
Why do you suppose they're moving through this area? Is it unusual for them to travel this way?
We have not seen giants down here in quite some time. Who knows what they could be doing or what they're looking for?
I turn to the group and kind of, see if anybody else has questions.
No. I'll just bow and move slowly backwards.
So genteel.
Slowly.
Well, I bow and I turn around so that she can look at my cute butt as I leave.
You have a cute butt? Never said that. I'm jealous. Green with envy.
She does admire. Make your way out the door.
I tell Associate, I tell Associate, you just have to join me in my morning squats routine.
I think I do way more squats than you.
But not the
All right.
the good kind of squats, not the yoga.
So I guess we leave our cart where we're directed to, kind of lock it down.
Yeah, there's like a carriage house type disconnected building near the Citadel that you park the carriage in. You unhitch your draft horse and get that stabled and taken care of, and you deal with the stable master there.
Parallel park it.
You like some oats after breakfast kind of thing, and just make sure that they're taken care of.
Yeah. Then I'll look at the shepherds, the Fellowship of the Sheeps, and say, now we can help you. Show us the way.
Okay. You begin making your way back west, and you do see a well-trodden trail where you can see definitely that sheep and cattle and whatnot have all been kind of brought up and brought back down to this particular grazing pasture. And after about maybe 3 hours of following this various path, and you do come to an open kind of meadow, and in the distance, can you all make a perception check?
Yes, I can.
Oh, no, I can't. Dang it! What is up with my freaking
Wow, guys,
proficiency rate?
seriously?
I perceive.
I perceive absolutely
Nothing.
garbage.
I
This is
perceive
so
it all,
dumb.
I think.
Okay.
I
I
perceive.
seem to do better when I have no
I'm
proficiency in anything.
Kiri is the most evil-eyed of the group, and she spots a crumbling tower atop a hill less than a quarter mile away.
Hey guys, there's a crumbling tower, and I point to it.
Ooh, where? I didn't see anything.
Tower. And over here we have Michael Jackson's house.
Parts
And
of
Dolly
its
Parton.
conical roof and outer shell have fallen inward,
Hey, I like Dolly Parton.
leaving a gaping hole above which 4 hawks circle. You hear, faintly at first, then stopping, and then resuming again much louder, a self-pity, wallowing in your own filth wail.
It sounds
And then-
like the wonderful banshee we met earlier.
Sniffling, a pause, and then a cry again.
Mm.
And
Hey,
that
guys.
is where we are going to end for the.
Crying up there. We should go check it out right now.
No, not before the ashes of Thordak.
I can't watch it tonight, guys.
I'm
What?
still like 3-4 episodes behind. I
What are we
haven't had
talking
the
about?
time.
Oh my
Crit-
gosh.
oh my
You need to
god.
totally catch up.
Oh my god, Q.
Yeah.
Critical role, man.
Oh,
I haven't seen the thing you talked about someone being naked. I'm like on episode 75.
Oh. There was so much good artwork from that too.
But
I have not seen any of it.
tomorrow
should.
and Saturday, tomorrow and Saturday, I don't have anything planned. So plan
Except for
is to
Critical
watch
Role.
So he's just gonna
Yeah.
binge roll.
it. Yeah, exactly.
Binging Critical Role, yeah.
Heck yeah!
Do we get XP now?
All right, I'm gonna stop the recording, guys.